Okay, hello, welcome back to the Retropical podcast. Oh my god, I got it right this time.
This time. We'll see you
Yeah,
like
this.
next.
Thanks, dude. This is Shannon and this is Leo. Yeah, before we start, I just wanted to ask, how are you doing from 1 to 10? How do you feel today?
I'm doing like an 8 or 9, I think, this time around. It's like
Oh,
yeah,
okay. You're doing
good.
pretty well for today. What the heck?
Only for
Okay,
today. We haven't seen like I don't know in a few months after now. My dad's going crazy, so we'll
because of
see.
quarantine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm doing a 6 or 7. I don't know why, but my body feels like I have a hangover. Even though I don't drink. Like it just feels very gitu.
It's
But it's
fine.
fine.
Okay.
Maybe we'll whatever we're gonna talk about today will be a refreshing a refreshing thing for my body. Because today we're gonna start off with my topic first, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk first about um this reality TV show. I think everyone knows about it already. It's pretty famous. 90 Days Fiance, where we talk about no neck Ed. Um, Yeah, well, Leo and I both know what this is all about because we watched parts of it. Actually, can before the podcast, I told you like, oh, you should watch some of these videos, and I gave you the links, and apparently you've already watched them. So, yeah, basically we're on the same page. But for those who don't know, basically there's this reality TV show. It's called 90 Days Fiance, where there are like international couples. I think they are given a visa to the U.S. for 90 days. There's like a special visa type, right, for 90 days.
I think it's called the K1 visa or something like that.
It's for
Yeah.
fiancés. I think it's for them to like deal with their what is it, marriage registration and all the ceremonial stuff, if I'm not wrong. For them to actually like, transition
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
a non-US state citizen to a US citizen, I think. But basically there's this one episode or one like I want to say arc, but not really. But yeah, one pair of couples, where the guy is an American and then the girl is a Filipino. Filipino, Filipina. I say Filipino. See, I grew up with
Filipino. I also call.
Filipino. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you guys don't know about it, you guys should just check it out. It's called No Neck Ads. They're like little bits and pieces of clips on YouTube, but you can watch the full video on it. I just watched the little bits because I don't actually like the show. Actually, like I don't know, I've watched like parts of other couples' storylines and I don't like it. I don't know. There's just something weird about it. Like, do you notice that most of the men, or at least, I mean, women as well, but there's always going to be like a huge age gaps between the people. There's always going to be
Yeah.
like a 50-year-old dude or a 50-year-old woman with like a 20 or 25-year-old kid.
Y-
It just,
I
it,
mean, yes, but it's
I don't know. For me, I don't really find it enjoyable, but particularly for No Neck Ed, I found it enjoyable because I guess for me it was like, I guess coming from a place that the girl was also Asian, because most of the time they were either, what I saw was they were either like Mexican or they were from like Russia, I think one of them. Never really an Asian one. And the fact that this was from the Philippines felt like relatable, I guess, to me. Not because I'm Philippine, not because I'm Filipino, but like because we are Asian, right? So
yeah.
I thought, I want to see what this American has to say going to Philippine and like seeing what the culture was, which I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit shocked at his reaction, but I guess, I mean, we have English teachers or we have high school teachers who are like that too, right? Who, I mean, they told us their fair share of culture shock, even though it wasn't as like uh ignorant as um freaking Ed, right?
I mean, I saw the clips. So the thing is that I've known like the no neck ed and like roasting for
Right.
for quite a while now, like for a few weeks before you even tell me about them. It's like I actually, but I didn't. I had like no intention of like watching whatever
A
this
full
is.
video of it.
Yeah, the full video. Like it's like to myself, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of those really trashy reality
Exactly.
TV shows and stuff like that. So I was like,
Right.
do I really want to watch this? Because when there's like plenty of things to do and like plenty of better YouTube videos to watch, and then you came in and told me to watch it. It's like, oh man, now I have to watch it. It's like,
Okay. To be to be fair, fair though. I actually, like I said, I wasn't interested in 19 Days Fiancé, but I saw a lot of YouTubers talking about it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Some of the commentary YouTube videos that YouTube channel that I follow talked about it and gives like some light on it. That's why I was like aware of it because of that. And then the more I saw a lot of people talking about it, the more I was like intrigued, like just how bad of a person is he? Physically, I mean, like, yeah, he stood out, out of all the other contestants. I didn't know what made him so detestable. I thought people were going after his physical attributes, but it turns out he's
I
ugly as
mean,
hell.
okay. So the thing is that when I first, the first clip I watched of this was the fact where they, I can think it's like the very first episode for for this particular couple, and
Mm,
when I what I saw is the, again, the point where I really didn't want to watch the whole clip was
mm.
when Ed, yeah, so like Ed introduced himself, right?
Oh, is it where he said like I cheated on my wife?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, wait, wait,
Okay.
wait, 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 wait. Wait. I seriously, when I first heard of that, I was like, wait, 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 wait. Like, you, I mean, you were caught cheating, and you're still like, you had enough balls to say, I can do one better. You know, it's like that's insane to
See,
me. And like, he cheated on his wife. He probably got divorced afterwards, right? And then now he's like
right,
considering like marrying this woman from Philippines, and it's
right.
like wow, dude, you are you are you're on some shit. Like honestly, when I saw that, they're like wow,
I
and
think
then yeah, and then like I mean, I saw his appearance. To be honest, when I first saw the couple, and I when I didn't really know about like what the show is about and like why
right.
is he viral and stuff like that, I thought maybe it's like a sweet story where like despite how he looks and how he acts, like will
Yes.
fulfill. Yeah, that's what I thought I saw in the first time. And then when I heard like he cheated on his wife, and then all this like really terrible clips of him, it's like what the fuck,
Dude,
dude?
I was thinking of the same thing. I thought they were going for that narrative of like, oh, this really sweet Filipino girl who fell in love with this guy. But then I realized like, okay, first, yeah, the way that he was so open about the fact that he cheated on his wife and that's why they divorced, it was a bit like, oh, okay, but at least he was being honest, right?
Yeah, yeah. At least he was being honest. I gave him a
But
chance there, like right there,
but
until
what was the no, but the thing that made people kind of like icky about him was that he was dating or he was going after this girl who was younger than his own daughter. So
wait. That one I didn't know. I don't think I know about that fact. Are you serious?
so basically then he's divorced. He's
Uh
divorced
huh.
and he has a
He's divorced.
daughter, right? I think if I'm not wrong, 29 years old daughter. Whereas
Okay.
Rose is like 24, 25.
Even younger than.
So people were just exactly that's why people were freaking out about the fact that like first of all you cheated on your wife, but you're now going after this girl who is like way younger than your own daughter. Like it's weird to think that you're dating someone who is younger than your daughter. Gitu loh.
Uh huh.
That's
Uh
what
huh.
people were freaking out about. And I thought like, well, some
Oh.
people, yeah, some people say like this is a problem, it's an issue, but yeah, I mean it depends. Like the line is in between when you're like 16 to 20. That's the weird line. But if you're 25 and you're dating someone's 50, that's your life. I mean, yeah, no one's gonna stop you because you're both adults, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's what people think was the icky part. But to me, that wasn't the icky part.
The key part was.
I think for me, the one that made me really really pissed at him. I know it was like such a very low reason for being pissed at him was that one scene where he asked her to shave her legs.
Oh yeah. I mean, that one was like. That's. I was like when I. So that was the second clip I saw of him. I think that was the
Yeah,
second one I watched because like, I basically just like randomly click on whatever video like YouTube recommended to me when I
yeah,
when I had. So the first one
right.
was the introduction, so like just for like who they are and like whatever, and
Right.
then the second one was about that one, and I was like, okay, uh,
Yeah.
I was like,
Like
okay, Mister, I don't seem to groom like every 50 years. I only groom like every 50 years in my life. I'm
someone
like,
even someone even said like dude, you can't be like beggars can't be choosers, man. Look at you. Look at your condition. And like I'm
Oh my god.
not going after his physical attribute. It's just for me. I guess to me it was a personal offense because I grew up being quite a hairy girl.
Uh-huh.
Like I was very self-conscious of my hairy legs too when I grew up. Now I
Uh-huh.
don't really care, but like yeah, it was something of like, it's I don't know, it's not something you should say to a girl, I feel. Like I mean, if you want to be a gentleman, it's kind of out of the blue when you're like,
Yeah.
please shave your like dude. And I mean, you can say it secretly to her or something like in front of public, in front of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
TV.
Like
It's
not in
okay.
public. You could maybe like say like, and also not like, also say it in a more uh what do you call it, in a more gentle way, you know? The way he said it, I was like almost laughing.
Exactly. And I think the reason for me was like his reason was also really petty. It was just like saying, "Oh, girls with hair, that's not pretty," or like that's not
That's yeah,
clean,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude, look at you." Like my point was that she's a fine girl. Like Rose was okay. She's nice. She's sweet. She even
She's
calls him
pretty
King.
okay, but yeah, from what I've seen from the clip, she's fine. She's like, I don't think she's
Well, uh-uh.
like, I don't think she's like a terrible person or anything like that. From the looks of
Yes.
it, I haven't watched everything, so I can't.
But I guess for me originally was that I thought she was. I mean, I feel bad for thinking about this, but I thought that straight up she was like a gold digger, just because
Oh
she
yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Fair.
yeah. But when I look at it, she's actually genuinely interested in him. Like even so far as to want to have kids with him. Like that was like okay. I mean, at
Yeah.
least she's taking this quite seriously. Like it's not just about money,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But then it goes back to this one scene where he says, "Oh, I'm not gonna tell her that I'm gonna get a vasectomy because I don't want to have kids anymore."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh my
dude,
god. Like, are you serious?
that
Really?
was yeah.
Oh my god. That was like,
I I think I think in the show's timeline that was the turning point for Rose to just be like, no, no, screw you, man, I'm out. Because that was the part where she was like, why did you lie to me? Like, why did you even come here if you never wanted to have kids in the first place? She already made it clear straight up in the beginning that she wanted to have
yeah,
kids.
that she
So the
wanted
fact
to.
that he
Yeah.
lied to her about it, like, which is like, dude, she wants to have your kids, like your fucking kids, man. Like,
I mean,
I
like,
don't know.
if anyone would have like my babies, I'd be like completely honored. You know, like in the internet, that's like internet point. Like that's the highest internet point you can ever get. You know, if like someone says to you, you know, I want to have your babies as a joke, right?
Right,
Like, as a joke in the internet, it's like
right.
your number one like achievement. And then this fucking guy, dude, it's like, oh my god.
The thing is, he doesn't want it because he said he's already done the whole parenting thing. So he's just really not interested in raising a kid anymore. But she already has a kid
Yeah,
too.
that's, you
So
know,
it's like,
that's the point. That's what I meant as well. Because I thought that's her, like, I won't say it's her like prerogative or something, but like that's what she always wanted, you know, right?
like a kid, right? Like she
Yeah,
want a
like a,
family.
she wanted to have family, and then this guy decides like, oh no, 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 that's not exactly what I want to do. It's like,
Which is weird. So what? Why? So people are saying that it's because he just wants to have like his own personal sex doll, which I think it's not wrong because I feel like wherever he's going for, he is leaning towards that light. Because if you think about it, like the gifts that he gave her, that one episode, he gave her like lingerie and a toothbrush because he said that her breath smell, and I'm like, what the heck? Like lingerie for him, but a toothbrush for her because she smells, and it turns out that it's because she has an ulcer, in her stomach.
okay, okay, okay.
But it's like, where are you getting at? Like, why don't you care more about her health or like her being? The fact that she's living like in that poor condition with her family, he doesn't care. He's just like, where are the windows? Are there gonna be flying cockroaches coming in?
Oh yeah, yeah. When he said that, I almost had it like up here, like.
Yeah, he said that, right? He literally said that. The first thing when she asked him, like, dude, what do you think of my house or my home? And he's like, oh, where are the windows? Dude,
Like, oh
dude,
my god, dude.
who are you trying to impress?
Like the goals of this guy, it's insane.
Did you? Oh my god! Did you see the part where like he went to his dad? Like I mean they were eating like in a table like around the table with the family with her family, right? And he's
No,
sitting in
I don't
front of
think
the
I've seen.
dad
No, no, no. I don't think I've seen this one.
and like one of the first few sentences he said to his dad, to her dad, was like, "Hey, I'm older than you. How do you feel about that?" I was like, "Why would you?"
Are you serious?
He said that, and he was like, "What? What do you think? Like, what do you? Why would you ask?" He straight up told her dad, like, "I'm older than you." Like, do you think any dad would be okay with the daughter, like a 25-year-old daughter, marrying like dating or marrying a 50-year-old man and a bit like a year older than you? Like, that's
What
why
does
would
the
you think that
dad
would be okay?
how did
Oh,
he act?
the dad doesn't agree. Like, there was a personal like interview section with him, and he was like, I don't like him. Like, I don't think my Rose should be with him. But like,
Mm,
obviously, it's her life, and probably she wants to find like a way out, like for her family too, right? For her kid.
mm, mm.
But she genuinely likes him. Like, she's not just like any of those like gold diggers I saw in 90 Days Fiance. I feel like she's a cool, like normal, just chill girl who just wants to fall in love and have kids, which he
Uh,
doesn't want to.
yeah, like don't remind me that. Like just reminding me, I was like,
But here's the baseline for me. It's more of like if you're dating someone and you know that you might not be interested in the same thing that this person is, and you know that it's crucial
mm-hmm. Like
to
yeah,
the
it should be
relationship.
a
I feel you should
hello.
disclose it, because I mean,
Oh,
like,
hello.
hello, can
Your
you hear me?
connection's a little buggy.
Oh no, oh
Uh,
no, can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you
Okay. No, I'm just saying, like, it's crucial for you to kind of lay it all down before you get into like a relationship, because that's what's going to make the relationship. And if it's all based on a lie or like on differences,
yeah.
then
How the hell do you expect it going to like continue? You know, it's like
my point exactly. I don't know. I just feel like the fact that he doesn't want to have a child and she wants to is really like a huge
red flag.
uh make a break. Yeah, like what you said, it's a red flag, as in it's totally not gonna happen in the first place if he just disclosed it.
Mm,
Maybe he thinks it's like, oh, she'll change her mind, you know. Like, maybe he thinks like if we meet and she's cool with me, she'll change her mind for not wanting to have kids. But like, uh I don't know. It's a big deal. I guess that's what also breaks families apart, right? Like, relationships are sometimes they meet halfway and then they realize they don't want kids. One doesn't want one, and it's just, yeah,
yeah,
it doesn't work out.
it doesn't work out.
I don't know. His brain is just weird.
He's just.
I guess.
I mean, in general, the guy is like just a weird dude. Dude. Like
Yeah, let's not forget that he uses mayo on his head. That was
yeah,
something that I was.
that was the one. I mean, that was like the most famous clip. I think that was like the one like it's like every like if you see thumbnails of him, it's always that one. I think it's always
I
the Mayo one.
I think for me it wasn't much of a shock, because I feel like, there are a lot of people have their own weird
Quirk.
fetish or weird like need to do something like that.
Uh-huh.
But I guess adding to his like weird personality, his really shitty personality, then it's like, yeah, okay. You you can't say someone to shave her legs while in the meanwhile you actually also put mayo on your hair. Like, dude,
Okay.
that's another level of like not being aware of your faults and like pointing out other people's faults.
Okay.
And I think the last thing that I want to talk to about No Neck Ed was the scene with the STD test, which I thought was really unfair. That was the other thing that made me really mad.
STD test. I haven't seen this one. I think.
Yeah, so he basically, so they went on a dinner, like they went to dinner together, right? And then he
Mhm.
decided to make like this stupid chopstick jokes and like, let me, you wanna see this put, you wanna see me put this on my in my nose, something like that. And she was just like, haha, that's so funny, and then she just doesn't care anymore. And then
Okay.
he started to get real with her, and he was like, hey, Rose, I want you, like, if it's nothing too personal, because I think he thinks that she had been sleeping around with other people
Mhm.
before him, so he wanted her to get an STD test.
Okay.
Straight up, he
Straight up.
said, yeah, there's a test that I want you to take. It's like for you to see whether you have any like sexual transmitted disease, something like that. And then she was like, okay, sure.
I mean, that's. I mean, as far like, even though it's a little private, I mean, it's pretty
Yes.
reasonable to ask that kind of question. So,
Right. And I thought to myself, like, okay, that makes sense. I mean, like, that's natural for you to want to know about your your partner's health in general
Mhm.
before you want to get down boogie with her.
Uh-huh.
But she said, okay, yes, I will, but you have to take it too.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, I guess so, but not in the Philippines, okay? I'll take it when I'm back in the US.
Okay.
And I think what people were pissed about was that it's I don't know, for me, like, it's so unfair that he wants to take it in the US, but he wants her to take it in the
In
Philippines
the Philippines.
immediately.
So why can't just both of you take it in the US? And that's the case.
Exactly. Exactly. Like if that's the case, why don't you both take it in the US or in the Philippines at the same time? But I
Yeah.
think it's because he doesn't trust the health system in Philippines, which I
Then
guess, like,
yeah, but even if you don't
yeah.
trust it, like this is like your future spouse we're talking about. Like if you care for her that much, then like might as well take it in somewhere where you actually can trust it. Like in the if she's gonna take it in the Philippines and you don't trust the
Right.
Filipino healthcare system or whatever, like you
Right.
should
Yeah.
then might as well just take it both in the US or something, right?
That was my deal with it. Like, the fact that he said he didn't want to take it here, he want to take it in the US.
Hmm.
It just felt as if, like, dude, if you trust the healthcare system of the US so much more than the Philippines, you should have just invited her along too. Like, don't make her just test it out in here too. But I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I just think
To
he
me,
just
the way
wanted
I say it's like, why risk it? It's like,
exactly.
yeah, like what's the point?
And like, I do understand that, like, third world countries healthcare system is not that good. I mean, Indonesia,
Uh-huh.
look at us. I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like, okay, if you want her to take the test, sure. I mean, it's not a problem, but you have to take the test too, but also in both in the US if it's possible,
yeah, yeah.
you know?
Okay, like okay, and then continue. So what happens after that? Like,
Yeah, basically, I didn't watch the whole episode. I don't know what happened, but I heard that I think they got married or they didn't. But pokoknya, at the end of the day, they have broken up. And apparently, she's calling him out to be like some liar because he mentioned in the few episodes, like, he mentioned that he's been sending her gifts, like he's been sending her and her family gifts like grills or whatever, but it
mhm.
never arrived. And then after the whole thing aired, and then people were blowing this all out of proportion, she suddenly came out and she said he didn't send us anything. He's just a liar to make himself look good on television.
Oh wow, what a dick!
Exactly. So that was when I was like,
Really? At least the gifts, dude. Come on.
I don't even understand why he would even make that kind of false statement. But did he think it will not
Wow.
be out in public? I
I
don't.
mean, at least the gifts should still like should actually be a thing that you're. Is this like okay, what was the alleged gift? Like what was the things that he sent?
If I'm not wrong, I think he said that he gave like grills to the family, and then he also
Mhm.
gave mattresses to the family. But I think I heard some people said that it was actually for him, the mattress, because like in her house there was no bed, so they had to sleep on the floor.
Oh right, okay, okay.
But I remember, I think if I'm not wrong, in the beginning he actually told his friend, or like the male dude, that he sent around $5,000 of gifts
Hmm.
to the girl. But
Okay.
like the girl said it never happened. Like he just
It
made
never
it up.
like they never received it.
And not even received it. Like she didn't even know that he was doing that. Like,
Oh, so
as in,
it's just okay. So it's just something that he randomly mentioned on the show.
yeah, like he mentioned that he sent out like gifts to the parents. I mean, to her family, to her. But then, like, after everything was like closed, she just came out and she was like, "No, we didn't receive anything. Like, all of the gifts that he said he gave us was never given. Like, I didn't even know something like that. You know?
So okay, so they didn't even know like oh okay, what about like I sent you this. So nothing, none of that.
No, like basically he painted a picture of himself as someone who was a giver, but he wasn't giving shit.
Oh my god, come on. It can't be that hard to just be a nice guy. It's not.
Like, people were like, I guess people were bashing on her on the fact that, like, oh, like, she's such a gold digger. Like, I think because they thought that he gave her the gifts and stuff, like she just wanted him
Oh,
for
okay,
her
okay,
gifts,
yeah.
or for his gifts or his money. But nowhere in the short clips that I've watched. I mean, to give the benefit of the doubt, the short clips that I watched I didn't really see that in her. And like the people who watched the full video also said that like she was like a humble girl. So I don't know what he was painting a picture of, but like yeah, she called him out, and then now like everybody just don't doesn't like no one like.
Like, oh my god. Like, okay, if you have some intrinsic like personality problems with like your spouse, right, in a
Right,
relationship or stuff like that, right? That
right.
one I get. Right? Let's say, oh, you don't like when this person does this or like this and that. That one is like something you guys might be able to like
Talk
discuss
it
about,
out.
talk it up.
Right.
But this dude, this motherfucker, he like not only did he like have this weird like ideologies, I guess, about the relationship, like
Yeah.
right?
I
Not
oh god,
only
I
has
understand. Yes.
yeah, so not only has this like he has this weird idea of the relationship, he also doesn't seem to I like understand that the relationship goes both ways. Obviously, right? That's like supposed to be
Mm.
the idea of that concept of a relationship. Now this guy, this dude gave absolutely no shits. Like he is just complete zero on that show. I think because he thinks he's like untouchable. No,
Yeah, he
actually, no.
thinks
No. Sorry, sorry. Let me rephrase that. He is untouchable, as in he can't
he
be. He will never be touched by a woman. Like he is
no dude.
untouchable. I'm sorry about that. Like,
No, dude, but the sad part is that he actually thinks he's hot shit. Like he actually thinks he's like the hottest shit out there, you know? You know what I'm saying?
God, dude.
Like he's that delusion
So
to
he thinks
believe
he's like like a, like the most good-looking motherfucker there is.
probably, but with the way how he humiliates and treats
And he's
Rose, like
like, I can do no wrong. You know, stuff like
yeah. But okay, but what I think is very cool of him, I guess, well, not cool, but I just thought of it like a note to point out was that I don't think he ever mentioned about his condition, like his physical condition, which I thought was like okay, I guess like I guess that my first impression of him was like oh he's a pretty cool dude because, he cool guy at first because he was the type of person who didn't care how he looked, like I'm pretty sure he is aware of how he was like his shortfalls like literally, but um and he was just like okay he's just gonna own how he is and whatnot, but god the way he took it to a whole new level of like entitlement and narcissism was just it overrides all my respect points from the beginning early on.
to be like from okay, like you had some respect. I had none from the very beginning. Like the moment he said like he mentioned that he cheated on his wife and now he's doing something like this. I'm like, oh dude, your respect, like my respect points for you at least has gone downhill by a lot. And I'm not
like,
sure
like
how in the world you're ever going to be able to like recover from this essentially.
I don't
If
think
you
he
if
will.
maybe yeah, like I thought maybe that like he like if he just mentioned that he had a divorce,
Right.
it's like I would probably like assume okay maybe the wife was like someone who's not comfortable with the way he looks or something like that.
Yeah, I
Or
thought that too. I
yeah,
thought that too.
I thought, and then he said he cheated on his wife. Like this motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
You look
but
look
okay.
you look like a snapping turtle, and like you're
Oh my
still
god.
and he still does shit like this.
Oh
It's insane.
yeah, well, well, okay. I guess like right now, I don't know where he is or how he's doing, and obviously I don't give a shit. But I do know that Rose has now opened up a YouTube channel,
Hmm.
um, as well as like her Instagram following is also pretty high right now. So I mean, I
Yeah,
hope
not
she
surprised.
gets, yeah, I mean, I hope she gets the money, the well deserved like fame that she can get, so
Hmm.
she can provide the best for her kid. But as for how the guy is doing,
I don't
I don't
even
even
want to.
care.
I don't want to know.
I don't even care, dude. Like,
I don't
yeah,
even
with that,
care.
your 5 seconds of fame is done. I mean, you could have had more, but with the way you treated people, that was just, eh.
Yeah, don't want to
Yeah,
talk.
but I guess like it goes back for me. Like my topic for today wasn't only about no neck ad, but I think it was just about trash reality TV shows in general.
Okay.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, over the course of years I've been alive in this world, I have
Okay.
I have consumed a lot of shit. Like a lot of reality TV shit that I can kind of think of at the corner of my mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess in general, like I have two questions for you first, starting up.
Mm-hmm.
First is, what are some trash reality TV shows that you have watched so far in your life?
Mm-hmm.
And second would be, what would you consider as trash? Because like we've mentioned this before, like Queer Eye is a reality TV show, but it's not trash, you know? So is
Uh,
Terrace House. Terrace House is
okay.
a good reality TV show. But yeah, what shows have you been watching? Like what have you watched so far, and what do you consider as trash?
So in like just reality TV in general, I haven't actually watched a lot. Mostly
Mm.
because I wasn't exposed to that like side of
Okay.
TV,
Yep.
or like, so back then MTV wasn't a thing. Like I didn't even know MTV wasn't a thing until like much later. Believe it or not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't like all I knew MTV was for, like, they probably a place where you could watch music videos or something.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what happened to mine too. Yeah.
that's the only like idea I had about like MTV. And then
MTV.
late, like once I was much more aware of the internet, and like where like every clip of like every TV show is accessible, I found out the
Yep.
fact that like there's a bunch of like these weird TV shows. If you had to mention one, what do you call it? If you have to consider any one trashy TV show that I've ever seen clips of, at least
Yeah.
like as in something that
Yeah.
I actually look for,
Yes.
I think it was like The Survivor. I think it's what it's called.
Oh, Survivor was. Oh yeah, yeah. I've heard of it. I did not watch it, but I kind of know about it. It's like about some people surviving in an island together, right?
Yeah, or something like that. Like they do a bunch of like weird like obstacle courses or like challenges and stuff like that. And then
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
basically like people get kicked out and stuff like that. That was the only one where like I understood the idea that it was a reality TV show. And then the other
Which.
one that came into my mind as like something
Mhm.
that like I remember at the back of my head
Yep.
was Big Brother, probably.
Yeah, I heard of that too.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't remember what it's about though. Is it about like just hot people hanging out or something?
Big Brother. From what I understand, it's like, so from what I understand, it's like they just put a bunch of like random people, like people who don't know each other or something, and then put them inside a house, right?
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I'm not sure whether they're allowed to leave or not, but what I do know is they're just stuck in that house. They have to hang out with each other. Well, like
Oh.
there's like a bunch of cameras, there's a bunch of microphones and stuff like that. They call it Big Brother, as in like I'm guessing they call it Big Brother because you have the audience is the Big Brother.
Yes.
They can basically see everywhere in the house, like nonstop. You know?
Wait, so are you saying that Big Brothers do that? They
No,
can
no,
see
no. As
people.
in, like Big Brother is like the nickname of like surveillance. Like the
Oh, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. So
Okay.
something like that. So
Oh
I'm
wow.
guessing that's
Okay.
what they call Big Brother. And the only reason why it came up prominently was, I think, is because
Yeah.
there was a when I first heard of it, was the fact that like in one of the episodes, I think it was like one of the like the branch of Big Brother, which was like the UK one or something,
Yep.
where two of the contestants or two of the people inside the show
Yep.
actually had sex on live TV or
Yep.
something.
Yep. Well, yeah, I've heard it. It's quite sexual. Like.
So yeah,
Yep.
the first time I heard about Big Brother was that thing, and then I was like, wow, okay, TV has like changed a lot since it's like stuck on YouTube. When I first saw that, it's insane.
Exactly. And I guess okay, so you would say that both of these are trashy or just Big Brother? Because Survivor was.
I'm not sure about the Survivor because I've only watched a
Hmm.
few clips of it, but I'm pretty sure Big Brother's trashy. I
Yeah,
would
that's
consider.
definitely trashy.
Yeah.
I would say that trashy reality TV shows are basically those that do not have like they don't have a moral compass. Like it's basically just for entertainment. Like there's no value to the show. It could not like it wouldn't be a problem if it didn't existed, you know?
Okay.
The value solely is just based on the entertainment value, where you don't learn anything. You just blindly look into it and just watch it. That's what I think is
Gotcha.
trashy, but I don't know, cause okay, I can list you down some of the shows that I've watched so far.
Uh-huh.
I remember Catfish. I think you've heard of it too.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like stories about like for example friends, like one of the girl falls in love with this guy online, but it turns out it's actually the best friend tricking
Yeah.
her for some
Bait.
petty shit that she did like 10 years ago. Yeah, it's like it's all the bullshit drama, you know. And
Yeah. Yeah.
then I remember there was also like this show called Paris Hilton's BFF. So basically Paris
Oh,
Hilton
yeah, I've heard of that one too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one.
okay, I
That
remember
one I've
watching
heard.
that.
That one I've heard of.
That one was okay. That one was pretty fun. I remember watching it and I was like so into it because like everybody wanted to be Paris Hilton's best friends, right?
Wasn't she famous only because like of some kind of sex tape or something?
I think that would be what is it called? Oh God, I forgot his name. Something Kardashian.
Oh no,
Kim Kardashian.
No, Kim Kardashian. Yeah, but Paris
Yeah.
Hilton as well. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't remember. All I remember was that I knew that Paris Hilton was actually she came from a lineage of like rich socialites.
Oh, okay.
Like her grandparents or her parents were like millionaires or billionaires, so like she was very famous, you know, for
Uh,
being the rich bitch gitu.
I
But
see.
maybe there was a sex tape too involved. I don't know. But what I don't know if you know, but Kim Kardashian was actually a Paris Hilton stylist before Kim Kardashian was Kim Kardashian.
Oh my!
Yeah.
How the tables turn.
But I think they're
How
good
the
friends. I think
oh,
they're like yeah, I think they're still friends. Like you know like acquaintances like at least.
okay, okay.
Yeah, but okay, I guess like for me to just wrap up my whole discussion about reality TV show. Oh, actually, wait. Before that, I also want to mention Bad Girls Club. That was one of the link that I showed to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You show me. And when I saw that, I was like, "Are you sure these are real people?"
They are real. They are real as can be. I don't know if it's scripted or not because there are some people who think that like some reality TV shows are scripted. Because I heard like there was this show called Laguna Beach and the Hills. They were actually turns out some of the episodes were scripted. You know.
Oh, okay.
But in Bad Girls Club is basically like a group of bad bitches. They call themselves that bad bitches.
They
They are
actually call themselves that.
yeah they call themselves bad bitches. Like they
Oh,
want to be the bad girls.
you cannot
So
make shit up.
so it's basically I'm not making shit up. It's true. Like these girls are like the like in Singapore we call it aliens.
Yes,
It's like
yes, yes, yes.
aliens, but with
Uh-huh.
no but with lesser moral ethics. Like
As if that was possible, but yeah, okay.
probably possible because this one is like what they do is they just hang out in one whole house and
Uh-huh.
then they pick fights, if they have beef with someone, they pick fights, and then sometimes it's
Mhm.
physical altercation like the one I showed you.
Yeah.
And what they do is just they just party and get drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. But for me what I like was the drama, and I think in particular the scene that I showed you, that was season 9, and I thought that was the best one. I think everybody agrees that Bad Girls Club season 9 was the best. That was when the girls went to Mexico,
Uh-huh.
and like a lot of shit went down in Mexico. Like clothes were thrown, clothes were ripped, they food were thrown in the pool, and then like pulling the hair and weaves got torn apart. Like that was a good season. So basically, each season is a different batch of girls, bad bitches.
Oh, okay. So each season is a different batch, okay?
Yeah, but I heard that season 9 was like the best because the drama was like whoa, like it was intense. And I think I would say that yeah, I like season 9 because I remember that was the most memorable one as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but I guess this is what trashy reality TV shows is, and I'm pretty sure like it's still ongoing, right? Like there's still new shows coming out for this genre.
Like,
Like
I
have
don't
you
think this
heard
type
of
of I mean, I thought they would die out like years ago, maybe like a few
I
years.
thought so too, but like now that Netflix has its own original and stuff, I'm pretty sure they're also setting up like trash TV reality shows as
Uh,
well. Have you heard of the show called Too Hot to Handle?
no.
Basically, it's just a whole bunch of hot people being
Uh-huh.
forced into live in one house,
Uh-huh.
and they're given a challenge of not making out or having sex with each other for that 1 month.
That's a weird ass challenge.
But apparently, it's hard for them. It's really hard for them to keep their pants on. Apparently,
Are you serious?
yeah. I do, like. I guess there's a lot of sexual tension going on between the hot people, so like they kind of have to like not do it. It just boggles my mind that some people are just like that dependent on the sexual frustrations of life. I mean, America's Next Top Model is also a reality TV show, right?
Top model. Is it? No. It's like people actually get a job from that though. It's not like
Right, that's true. That's true. So that's pretty professional, I guess. I mean, like it's the same with like The Voice or American Idol, right? I mean,
yeah. That's what I meant. Like they actually get something out of it. Cause like just the one that you mentioned, like for example the Bad Girls Club and also like Big Brother and stuff like that. Like what is the objective?
yeah, they don't have an job there. I
Like
think that
what
was just
what do people get as they get money paid from being on the show? But like what I meant is like what's the point of the
yeah,
show of like so like for example the like Survivor can whoever wins. That's the objective.
yeah. That one, okay, that one makes sense.
That one makes sense, but like shows like Big Brother, shows like Bad Girls
Bad
Club, or like
Girl
the
Club.
Beach, or like what was the objective of this? Like, why would anyone want to do this?
I have no idea. All I oh okay, but at least with Laguna Beach, it was more of a like it was more of a like daily rich girls life story. So if I'm not wrong, like Laguna Beach was
Mm-hmm.
like a bunch of a bunch of high school kids by the beach, like a bunch of rich kids, right? Their
Mm-hmm.
dramas, internal dramas, and then The Hills was like the sequel to it when one of the main character grew up and lived or worked in New York or something. So like from one shit group to another shit group that was older.
Okay.
So like the story is pretty like life kind of story. Tapi yeah, I get your point. Like, well, what's the point of it except for us just seeing like rich girls having drama?
Yeah, exactly. It was like, what's the point? What's the point of all this?
I guess
Honestly.
that's what I mean by trashy reality TV. Like there's no point to it. You know, it's just entertainment, and even the entertainment is that shallow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess before we wrap up my segment, I guess there's only two more aspects that I want to talk about TV shows, TV reality TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
One would be since you only know about Survivor. I mean, since you've only been you've only watched Survivor and Big Brother.
Yep.
I would say that in reality shows there are actually different types of reality shows.
Oh, there
I
are.
would
Okay.
argue, yeah, like the one we mentioned. There's the competitive ones, like competitions like The Voice, American Next Top Model.
Mm-hmm.
What was that other one? The one that was a lot of drama also. The Britain's Got Talent, for example. That's considered, I would say, as a reality show in a way.
Oh, okay.
Then there are those that are like pranks. I don't know if you've you've seen it before, but a long time ago, MTV used to have like they used to pump out like those shows where like, for example, friends they want to match their friend to a blind date, but they try to like punk the friends to the blind date. So the blind date is like all the shit that the friends don't like, the personalities of the friends that they don't like, and
Mm-hmm.
then like
Oh, you consider
they
that
matching
trashy
up.
as well? I think I know this. I think I know this show.
I would consider it as trashy because it's like, what's the point of it? It's like, for example, you want to find a date, so I
Mm.
get a date for you, but the date acts all the personalities, all the interests that you don't like, and
Oh,
then
okay.
I just want
Fair enough.
you crumble while you're in a blind date, like forced to be in a blind date situation with this person, something like that.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
I would say pranks can be considered as reality TV shows. There's also lifestyle like Laguna Beach and The Hills, and there's also just the ones that are just like being forced in a house together, like Big Girls Club or like your Big Brother. Yep. And my last point, I guess, to just wrap this all up, I want to ask you a
Mm-hmm.
question. Would you be in a reality TV
Never.
show?
Unless I have.
Really?
I don't think I'll ever will be inside a reality TV show. Because
Unless?
unless I have to beg for money for it. Like, if they pay me like $1 million, I might consider going for it. But otherwise,
Right.
I don't think I ever would. Because like, what's the point? Like honestly.
Wow, this actually jumps to our next topic where you beg
Ah,
for money.
oh yeah, begging for money. Yes.
Right. Oh, but you don't want to be in a reality TV
I
show.
don't think I'll ever be in a reality TV show. I was like, what's the point? Like honestly, like if you think about it, what is the point? Because you go to like a reality TV show, you do your thing, like whatever it is that
Hmm.
they tell you to do,
Yep.
and then like you don't get a job. Um, you're now like, and if you're in this like reality TV show, right? If you are in a you're now like somewhat infamous for being in this like
Yes.
trashy TV show and so on and so forth. You know.
Yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
get. Yep,
So
yep,
like,
yep.
what's really the point? In fact, it's a detriment to like, let's say you're an up and coming actor or something like that, and you're brought to this sort of things. Like,
That's
it's kind of
true.
detrimental to your own career as a person, you know, as an actor. Like, assuming you are an actor.
But I would say though, like if it was competitive format, would you consider like as in American's Next Top Model? Well, okay, wait, American Next Top Model. I mean, if you want to be a model, sure. I was thinking like The Voice or American Idol,
I don't
those kind of competitions
think
type.
so. I don't
Oh,
think I.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even if like, let's say The Voice or whatever shows like, I don't think I even consider doing it. I don't know why. I don't think it's part of me to do this sort of thing.
Okay, interesting. Cause I think when I was a kid, I was interested, but I was also scared. Cause I think like you said, like I was scared of what happens if they don't like me, or what happens if there was so much drama that in the end I can't get out of like the
Yeah,
idea of like people. Hey, you from that show, right? The Bad Bitches show. Like,
yeah.
do
Imagine,
I?
let's say you grew out of that like that concept. Like, what would happen to your like self esteem? Like, imagine if someone walk up to you and say, "You're from that show, right?"
Yeah, like, do you really want to be remembered as that bitch?
Because
Like
like,
10 years from
I
now?
don't know about you, but like, do you know YouTubers called Red and Link?
Oh yeah, yeah, I know about them. Yep.
Yeah, I think one of them almost went into like a trashy TV show. I think it was Red. I can't remember which one of them.
Oh,
Yeah, like an
and
MTV show, and like the other one always made fun of him for that. If I'm not mistaken, it's a recurring like MTV show. Let me see if I can find it.
but okay, just while you're searching, I just wanted to like talk about what was it? I think another reality show that I used to watch was actually John and Kate plus eight. Have you heard of it?
What is it?
John and Kate plus eight.
I don't think so.
It was like a family like a not documentary, a reality TV show family like this couple who had six tuplets with twins.
Wow. Okay.
So it was how like she grew up, like how the kids grow up with the family, like six kids all at once with another twin. So in total, eight kids in total.
Hmm.
And I thought that was like, oh, it's like a vlog kind of thing, you know. I when I was a kid, I guess like I liked it if I had like a vlog kind of like people would look into my life and how it is. But then I'm thinking back, and now I have a boring life, so it's like there's not much entertainment to be had. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah, fine. Yeah, another one would be that one if you know the pageant, Honey Boo Boo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah, that was
She was
that
famous
that
in
was
YouTube for a while. Yeah.
that was trashy.
That's
That's
pretty
trashy.
trashy. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Yeah, but I guess now I wouldn't. I guess yeah, you're right. I don't want to be remembered as that mayonnaise dude, who asked someone to shave their hair.
Because I mean, to
Your
be
legs
fair though,
there.
like to be fair, both of us were like are pretty. I mean, I will consider us relatively normal. Like even if someone would see us on TV or like in a famous setting, so on. But
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
imagine if something that you did was like to the point where like uh to the point where like for example like Ed or
Yeah,
yeah.
like to be that detested, how do you live? Like imagine getting a donut just from like Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's. Oh no, no, Dunkin' Donuts or like J Cole, and then they're like, "Hey, you're pretty shit, you know that?" And then he's like, "Oh,
Oh
I
my,
just want my glazed donut, dude."
like
Yeah, I
don't
would.
yeah, exactly.
That would suck. Yep. Yeah, Red. Did you find? Did you? Are you?
No, I
Were
couldn't
you able?
find it. They didn't mention it anywhere. But I'm pretty sure he was in some kind of like, oh, the real world is what it's called. There you go.
Oh, okay. I've never
He
heard of
went
that
for
one.
he filmed for an audition there for the MTV Real World show, and apparently and it's not sure whether the tape for that audition still exists or not. Yeah, that was like something that people mentioned about.
Wow, those were that was in the 90s though.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, yeah. The Real World. That's the show.
All right. I guess that's fine. Just that's it for my segment, I guess. I mean, we're
Okay.
gonna move on to yours. We're gonna take a quick break, just pause and repeat, and then we'll get to your segment, which was relatable to ours because you said you didn't want to be in a
Yeah,
TV
I would
show
like probably just beg for money instead of
unless
like
you
doing a
beg
reality show.
for money. I guess we'll see what's up in the next segment.
Yep.
Okay.